Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, or so they say. I love breakfast. I love fixing breakfast. Today we're going to do a breakfast bowl. Yes, we take pretty much everything that you can have for breakfast and we put it on top of one another and we eat the dang thing. Put a little hot sauce on it and daggone it, it's good groceries. Let's get started. All right, let's get this party started. First things first, tater crowns. I like the crowns because they're not tots. They don't have as much surface area. Going over to our pre-warm griddle. Man, I want to make sure you pre-warm your griddle for, at least 5-10 minutes. You want to make sure of that. And to cook our tater crowns, we want to come in with some ample amounts of oil. This is avocado oil. I like to pretty much standardize on avocado oil. Let's move it all around. Let's let that get warm. Avocado oil, it's got a nice hot smoke point, and it you won't scorch the oil. I got an oil reference chart. If you're interested for whatever oil for the job, be sure to check that out. There will be a link, might even be a QR code for those items on my website. That way you can just flip your little phone out. You can take a picture of it. Tater crowns, you want to do hash browns, go right ahead. Whatever tickles your little fancy. I know old Jeff over there, he'll probably want some home shredded potatoes. Jeff's a little bougie and a little judgy. Is that right, Jeff? Let me see. I'm just going to make kind of one of these bowls. And another tip that I do is I actually did not keep these frozen. I had these in my fridge. Got them last night. And they just kind of hung out. And they cook faster. And I don't know. I like it better like that. Now, we got to get some sausage cooking. And we got to get some bacon cooking. You could use whatever protein you want. You want to do some ham? You got some leftover ham, use that. This is what's cool about having things at your arsenal. You do what you want. If a restaurant ain't got what you want, you do it yourself. And it's better and it's cheaper. So that's just some thoughts of Hussey here. I'm gonna tell you what, it's a beautiful day today. It's gonna be almost 80 degrees today. It's spring. Everything was green whenever I came down here. I had to wash everything off, but you know what? Still a good day. Let's go back over to the griddle. Going down with some bacon. Just gonna put it right here in the middle. Now this is, I'm kind of going at this like you would go for fixing breakfast. A lot of people ask, how do you stage things? If you notice, I put the taters down first. They take pretty much the longest. Another thing that I do is you notice I started the taters here, over here. The oil, my griddle pitches this way, which is what I want. So that way I can collect grease and it goes this way. Now, if you also notice, I don't generally go vertically like this. I like to lay my bacon horizontally. That way I can get under most of those whenever I flip them. If you go vertically, you either got to kind of come around and go up like this, or, it's just weird. And that way you just come up from this way and flip over. So another little tip. I just realized I don't really like not having an apron on. I'll be right back. All right, let's get some sausage down. People said on my sausage comparison video, got to do Tennessee Pride, Hussey, and I'm going to redo that soon. And I can finally find this Tennessee Pride, and I'm going to put it up to the test. We shall see. There are contenders. Let's go over here. Go down with our sausage. Let's see what our tots. Let's see what the old tots. The old tots. Yeah, those are good. Looking good. Looking good. We might need a little bit more oil on those in a minute. But listen, right now they're riding. They're riding good, riding good. And that's the cool thing. You can kind of let these just kind of idle after you've gotten a good crust on them, and they'll stay over here, just kind of hang out, right? And just stay warm. So we want to make sure I got a good crunch on all those. If you need to cut the burner off, so be it. Cut the burner off. All right, there we go. Just gonna leave those up there. They're gonna finish cooking. I'm gonna go back over here to our sausage, start crumbling it up a little bit, getting that kind of beat down. That way it gets some caramelization. What is our bacon? Bacon's looking good. Look at that right there, friends. See how I just took that and then just flip it around, just like that. Booyah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Eggs. I don't know. Oh, I need to get some cheese. I need to get some cheese. Shred it up. I'm going with a little bit of cheddar. About half a pound, half a lib of cheddar. While that's going, again, this is pretty much going real time here, y'all. Yes, I decided to give this unit a call today instead of that little other doohickey I got. We're gonna make some gravy also. I'm gonna show you how to make some slamming gravy over there. Make it right onto the griddle. It's easy, super easy. And there we go. Do-si-do. What I like about this is it comes in this little tray. Got this from Walmart, by the way. All right, we got cheese. Gotta have some cheese, okay? Let's see here. Let's go check on things. Our bacon is looking really good. It's gonna sling it right up here. I got this a cool side right over here. Everything's on low right now, but that's what you kind of want. You want some little caramelization onto your sausage. There we go. Now I'm just gonna kind of chop everything up. This is how we're gonna do it. Got a pan here. Use whatever pan you like. So what does gravy need? Well, gravy needs fat. And we got some fat right up here, pulled up in our corner. The idea here is it's 1-to-1 ratio, fat to liquid. You do 1 tablespoon of fat, you do 1 tablespoon of flour. I don't really abide by that much, but yeah. So I'm just gonna basically, I just put the flour in and then I adjust if I need to. So we wanna cook this flour, right? Well, if you can see that, that's what takes that rawness out of the flour. As you say, we are making a roux. And those of you who've been around for a minute, y'all know I love some roux McClanahan from the old Golden Girls. Rest in peace, I think she's gone. All right, this thing, see how it's just briskly bubbling. It only needs about a minute. Now, you're making like a gumbo, stuff like that, and you want your roux to be kind of dark, like an amber color. The longer you cook this, the more nuttier it gets, more complex. Really, this is what I call Southern white gravy. And you're just basically looking just to cook the flour out of it. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, I'm gonna put the liquid in it, which is half and half. You wanna do heavy whipping cream, you wanna do milk, go right ahead. I like to do half and half or just regular old milk, regular old red cat milk. And we're just gonna stir it up, get you a little whiz hickey like this right here. And then once it starts to get warm, it'll start thickening. It's like magic. All right. See where our bacon is? Our bacon is pretty much perfect. I'm just gonna let it ride up there. Let that finish cooking. Our taters, it's looking good as well. They're feeling crispy. I hear them whenever I turn them. So they're good. Look how easy this is. Our gravy starting to tighten up. I start to see a little curds. They just come in. Once it starts tightening up, starting to get real thick. Oh yeah, I can feel it on the bottom. It's starting to heat up. You add more liquid. Gravy don't have to be intimidating. Once you do it, you successfully, you'll be good to go. Let's see where our sausage is. Let's give that a chop. I'm keeping this up top so that liquid or fat can drain off of that. Yeah, buddy. My wife was totally jealous that I was doing these bowls today, so this is what we're going to actually have. I'm going to fix some more for tonight for dinner. Got plenty. So you can see this gravy is starting to tighten up. Look at that. So what do? Add more liquid. That should be what you're talking about right there. Add more liquid. There we go. Little wiki. All right. We got a season. I'm going to try one of these right here. Oh, man. Tater crayons. Perfect. When you do season things, I'm seasoning it up with chicken dust. It's great. It's great with seasoning gravy. It's great with seasoning these tater rounds. I use heifer dust from time to time, but lately, chicken dust has been my calling. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can use a little Mike Lowry's if you want, but the old chicken dust, it's good. All right, we're about done. Only thing I would like to maybe add, I don't know. You tell me, guys. What is one thing that you would add to your breakfast bowl that's not on here? Would love to know. I want to tell you what I didn't plan for, but I'm thinking about it now. Some grits. I love grits. That would be great on this. And yeah, I would totally dig it. I think we're pretty much done here. We do got to get some eggs going, and I think I'm going to go with a drippy egg, fried egg, instead of like a scrambled egg. My wife, she would do scrambled all day, every day. But there's something about that egg gravy. Something about it. Our gravy seasoned up a little bit more. Add some more liquid. Also, the ratio for liquid is about the same too. So it's like 1 tablespoon of fat, 1 tablespoon of flour equals to 1 cup of, actually the ratio is a little bit more, 1 cup of liquid. So I don't know what the ratio of tablespoons is. 4? I mean, no, not 4. 8 tablespoons a cup, something like that. I don't really know. Just give us a try. I love what that old chicken dust does. All right, we gotta fry some eggs. Put that right there. We'll put a little bit of that fat right there. We're gonna fry the eggs right into that fat. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. 2 drippy eggs right here. Oh yeah, 1 and a 2. I like to take a spatula, those of you been around, kind of break up that membrane around there. We'll let those go. If you want to put a dome over it, that's perfectly fine. You just won't get, you know, your nice, you know, clear edges and stuff. But going for a fried egg, it may not be that clear anyway. So I like to take a little bit of hot fat, run right over top of that. Kind of helps set things in. While those eggs are finishing up, I'll add just a little bit more liquid to our gravy. I think that's good. As it kind of cools down, it'll thicken up. But look at that gravy right there. Woo, gravy, gravy. Dang, son. We need to chop our bacon up. Choppy, choppy. And just gonna give this a rough chop. Some good bite-sized pieces. Ooh, yeah, baby. All right, got that. Got a few green onions here as well. This is all, again, we're just waiting for those eggs to kind of get happy. Doing some things before. Putting a little angle on this because you know what? Y'all know how Jeff is. All right, let's see where we're at. I think we're good. Let's start building this thing, y'all. Plate. What we're gonna do, we'll have a layer of Tots. We're gonna take cheese, put cheese down, just like that, right over top. We're gonna do our bacon and sausage. We're over here, still a little bit of this bacon right there. Yeah, baby. And now, I need to get some of this gravy, but it's hot. I tell you what, let me do this with 2 hands. All right, buddies, let's go. Ooh, look at that gravy. Maybe I should have put cheese in the sauce, or cheese in the gravy. Give me more gravy. Give me more gravy. And last but not least is some of these drippy eggs. Oh, my stars. That, my friends, is a breakfast bowl fit for a king. I dig it. A little greenery, just like that, right there. Bam. Post dust, chicken dust. Come on. It's the roughest part of the job, but we must give this a try. Shall we? Let's see if this egg is still, oh yeah, yeah, it's still, look at that. Even after I had to do the B-roll and the, you know, the beauty shots, you know, pictures and stuff like that, still looking good, still looking good. Get a little bit of that egg, get some of that bacon. Come here, gravy. Boy, look at that bite right there, sons. Dang, let's go. Dang it, boys. Creamy, salty, meaty, bacony, cheesy breakfast bowl. All this needs is a little bit of hot sauce. What's your favorite hot sauce? Mine, Texas Pete. Tell you what I've been doing. Some of that Tabasco Chipotle. That stuff been slapping lately for me. I'll tell you what, if you have a little bit more time on your hands, weekends, make you a breakfast bowl. People will love it. I'm loving it. Since I hit end right here, I'm gonna be on this thing like a puma on a peacock. Come on. Y'all, this is all I got for you today. I appreciate you stopping by. I got a cheer wine somewhere. Yeah, head over to my store. Got some things there. Scan, there's a QR code right here. If you haven't subscribed, you can just take out your phone, scan it, and subscribe. I'd love to see you around a little bit more, just to be honest with you. Y'all, I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Let's go to the griddle, baby. Bet y'all didn't know I could sing like that. Now you know. Woo! Ain't this the world? Oh, see what's happening. Got it on the wrong side. That's why it's not going. Oh, Lord have mercy. Walmart. Anybody in y'all's family call it Walmart? Got folks in my family that does that. Walmart. While those eggs are, Maggie, just give this old gravy one more stir. Yeah, Maggie's gonna hack up a loogie right now. Maggie girl, you want a little bit of bacon? A little hash brown. You've been working hard this morning, yes ma'am. What do you think? You think Jeff would like that? What do you think, Jeff? Jeff!